To a long and happy relationship.
In a business sense, of course.
Oh, I want this to be much more than business with you. That's why I'm here, to learn as much as I can about you.
So am I. About you, that is. Let me ask you a few questions. I call it the Stansbury Standard Psychological Exam.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
All right. First, we have to set the stage. Close your eyes.
What is this going to be, some kind of sensory deprivation test or something?
Close your eyes. All right.
Mm-mm.
You are in an exotic land, and you find this before you in the sand. Take it. Feel it all over. Rub it. Rub it. This is a magic lamp, and from it, poof, appears a genie. Alan Quartermain, you may have 3 wishes, anything the human heart desires. Tell me what you want.
3 wishes, huh? Anything.
Only 3.
Okay. It's pretty easy, really. I'd like to be president. I'd like to be a billionaire. And I'd like you in my bed every night.
Wise men say that the only thing worse than not getting what your heart desires is getting what your heart desires. Besides, I want to know the real Alan Quartermain. Is that what you want? Power and a hot girlfriend? Seriously?
Seriously, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The first thing that I would like is to be recognized for what I am, which is a damn fine doctor, and not to have to compete with my wife, who hogs all the limelight because she happened to fall into the glamour end of this business, which is cardiology.
The genie writes recognition. And your second wish?
My second wish is to prove to my father that I am as good a Quartermain as he is. To build an empire so big and so powerful it hasn't been seen by robber barons for 100 years.
The genie writes, gain respect and love of father. And the third? You have to have 3 or the genie won't grant any. What is it?
The third is to have love. Real love, though. A true marriage of mind and soul and body.
With your wife, Monica?
That'd be pretty stupid of me to say something like that when I'm trying to make time with you, wouldn't it?
Well, maybe there's something more important here. For instance, I feel like I've seen the real Alan Quartermain for the first time. No front, no games. A man facing the truth of his life.
Will you tell me something, Jeannie? Do I get to have my 3 wishes?
Well, they're certainly not impossible. You might. You just might.
I keep forgetting you're a patient here. I was going to ask you what you were doing here so late.
I guess you might call me half a patient. I was in my office trying to catch up on some paperwork that piled up. What are you doing here anyway? I hope you're not taking on another shift.
We were short-handed, so I thought I'd come in for a while.
How many hours have you put in this week already, besides too many?
Well, what else do I have to do with my time? Besides, I'm working so I can keep from thinking.
Thinking about Jake, you mean?
Yeah.
What happened?
We called. I don't want to bother you with all of this.
Nonsense. Nonsense. Come with me, young lady. You need someone to talk to. Now, tell me, what did Jake say?
Well, you know, I haven't heard from him for weeks. Then when he called, we had a terrible connection. The bottom line is, he signed on to stay down there for 2 more years.
2? Why would he make a commitment like that without you?
I don't know. I think he's trying to tell me without exactly having to say it that our marriage is finished.
Oh, Bobby, no.
Well, that's what I think. I don't know. What can I do? Do you think I was wrong not to go with him when he asked me?
Well, it looks to me like two good people who are both convinced they're doing the right thing, but aren't able to communicate with each other somehow.
But what can I do?
I think this calls for a face-to-face talk. Phone calls won't do it. Letters won't do it. He can't leave you in limbo like this.
Well, then I'll write to him. And I'll do it tonight when I get home, or I'll do it now if we're not too busy. And I'll tell him he has to come home and he has to talk to me.
I think it's the only way. You did say it was a lousy phone connection.
It was terrible. We got cut off, and then when we got back on the line, we had to hurry out because we were afraid we'd get cut off again.
Well, maybe, just maybe, you misunderstood him somehow.
Well, I hope so. What do I do if he says he won't come home? What if he doesn't want to talk to me?
We'll talk about that if it happens.
Steve? Thanks.
So, did you really try and go after Robert Scorpio?
I gather he's no friend of yours either. Yes, I did, and if he was here, I'd do it again. I mean, the man is... Well, he's exceeded all boundaries. He's using his professional position to get his own personal ends. He's also still emotionally attached to my wife.
Well, it's not the first time that he's bent the rules so they come out his way.
Glad to hear you say that. To most people in this town, he occupies a position slightly south of St. Peter.
Well, that's a reputation he doesn't deserve.
How can you get me out of here? As fast as possible.
Well, it won't be that fast. You see, I made a few calls to some judges and local politicians. Seems like people in town are not too happy with the guy that tried to go after the top cop.
Well, I'm not exactly on a popularity contest.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but it's going to take till morning before they process you out.
Oh, damn it.
First thing, right after 8 o'clock. Sorry.
Okay, if you say so, I'll have to believe it.
Am I interrupting?
No, come in. If you excuse us 1 second.
Sure.
Did you make the call?
Yeah, I got through.
Thank God. The way it seems here, I'm not going to be out here till the morning. I need you around more than ever. What's he going to do to find Anna? Answer me, man. What is it?
Well, he said he did all he was gonna do. He found the house that Putnam had Anna in. The rest is up to you.
That swine. What does he think this is, you peanuts? He'll live to regret the day he betrayed me.
Okay, now, even genies have to more or less follow the laws of cause and effect.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want your 3 wishes?
Yes, I do.
I know more about the money part than I do about medicine or your marriage, if you'll pardon my expression.
Well, let's start with the money.
The genie can make you very, very wealthy. She can even build an empire far greater than your father's. If she has enough money to play with, that is.
How much?
Well, Herbert let me handle all of his money. Of course, he had to approve all my decisions, but it was a considerable fortune. I made him a billionaire. Is that what you'd like to be?
Yes, indeed. I'd love to be a billionaire. That's not really being too greedy, is it? How long would it take?
Well, that depends on how much I have to put in the market and play with. The less I have, the longer it'll take, obviously.
Well, what would you say if I gave you all my money to invest and all my father's money to invest? Something in the excess of $50 million.
Well, piece of cake, then. You'd be making money faster than you could count it.
I mean, I could do nothing but think about medical projects and building my own research lab.
You could build your own research hospital. You could found a medical school in your name. The Quartermain Medical College.
I'm going to call it the Allen Quartermain Medical College. I don't want there to be any confusion about this.
Oh, no, of course, of course.
This is amazing. My mind is racing with medical projects and money projects, and it's all because of you.
Then do we have a deal?
Do we ever?
I mean, I've never heard of a liquor delivery done without paperwork at this time of night. And furthermore, he was rude, impatient, and it seemed like the guy wanted to get out of here in a hurry.
You've never seen him make deliveries here before?
No. You know, you used to manage this place. That's why I called you.
Yeah. Are you sure the liquor's legit? You know, full cases, brand names, things like that?
Yeah. Bill made a spot check on everything. That was okay. It's just I didn't like the attitude the guy had.
Well, it's good to go with your instincts.
Yeah. Watch out, here he comes back.
No, I've never seen him before. Let me talk to him and see what I can find out, okay?
Great.
Well, hello. I can't believe somebody working so late. I bet your boss realizes what a prize you are.
Yeah, I keep telling him. Some days are like that. Stopped to help some people, fell behind. So what you doing, waiting around for your boyfriend?
No, I'm just hanging out.
No kidding. Pretty girl like you shouldn't be all by herself.
Oh, well, thank you.
You know, I don't always drive a truck. Sometimes I party.
I'll bet you do. Who's your boss? I mean, who do you drive for?
Yeah, I drive for myself. My boss, you don't want to know from. So, how about next time I come through here, we go out sometime?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. Give me a call. See what I'm doing then.
Great. Why don't you give me a number? Now, I got a piece of paper in here someplace.
All right.
That's right. Yeah. There we go. Let's see. I need a pen.
Where'd you get this?
Oh, thanks. That was my mother's. Still is. As a matter of fact, she asked me to get it fixed for her.
She must be Scottish then.
Hey, how Scottish do I look? Greek. Mama's from the old country. I better finish downstairs. The people around here are really uptight. But don't you go away, because I want to get your number.
I'll be
Okay?
here.
All right.
That was Anna's brooch.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.
Good evening, dear. Oh, well, Lila, how was the fundraiser?
Well, to tell you the truth, it was a crashing bore. But it did raise some money, and I might add that it sent Edward straight to bed.
Well, most things that happen after 9 o'clock at night usually do send him straight to bed.
I'm surprised to see you up, dear.
Oh, well, I think I'm going to be up for quite a while, actually. Alan and I are going to have a little chat. It's a rather long overdue chat. That is, when and if he comes home.
Is something wrong, dear?
Oh, well, call everything I've tried to do as a mother wrong, I'd say, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it can't be that bad, dear.
Well, it just so happens that Alan Jr. came downstairs a little while ago, and he said he couldn't sleep. I kind of thought it was because Miss Jason or his friends at school, but no, it turns out that the boys have overheard the lousy arguments that Alan and I have been having, and they've taken them rather literally.
Well, in what way?
Well, to wondering whether their father and I were going to get a divorce.
Oh, good heavens.
I don't want a divorce, Lila, but I will not subject my children to the kind of arguments that have escalated into a lifestyle for Alan and me. I think they should rather have 2 stable single parents than the 2 of us.
Well, you're not seriously talking about a divorce. Oh, please, Monica.
Look, it would certainly relieve a lot of their anxieties. They wouldn't have to grow up with a lot of fear.
Oh, you can't mean that.
Do you know where your son is?
No, do you?
No, but I have a pretty good idea that wherever he is with a woman, and that's going to stop. Now, we're either going to shape up this marriage, or it's over.